but it's still early. All right. Okay. So yeah, I clicked.
Hey.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Oh, hi. I'm. Is that fine?
Yeah, you can
Or
start. Go
is
ahead.
okay. Okay. Oh, hi. I'm Suzuka. Did you know that I came back from Fresno State, from in California, in United States. Um, I'm so happy to be here.
Thank you very much. Anything else you want to say about yourself before we get going?
uh, let's have fun.
Okay. All right. Thank you. How about you, Mew?
Hi, I'm Yu. I study abroad at California State University in Northridge.
Hmm.
And
Very specific.
and what I have to say?
That's okay.
Okay.
That's good enough. Thank you very much. All right. So you both went to California, and some students are going to ask you some questions, and Mr. McSweeney hopefully will ask you some questions as we go. Do you want to introduce yourself, Dermot? If anyone doesn't know you, they probably
Yeah.
do.
Well, I don't, but I will do.
Okay.
I'm Dermot McSweeney.
Hmm.
It's a pretty difficult name. Sorry about that.
It's okay. We can read it on the screen.
I'm a teacher at GPWU, and yeah, you might have been in one of my classes. If you have, I'm very sorry.
No.
If not, I'm sure we'll meet sometime in the future. But today we're focusing on Suzuka and Miu.
That's true. Yeah. So,
Oh, and this is David.
thanks, thank you.
David host.
Let's see. So, okay. So the last time we talked to Natsumi, Adachi. You guys know Adachi, right? Of course you do.
Everybody does.
Everybody knows Natsumi. All right. So, what? One of the reasons why. Well, first I wanted to talk to Natsumi first because she really wanted to do it. She really wanted. She needed someone to talk to, and I wanted to talk to. I wanted to talk to you two because you're in a way you're similar to Natsumi, but you're also like really different. And how do I explain that? Like, so when Natsumi left for America, and all three of you went to America, you guys decided you guys chose California, and Natsumi chose the middle of nowhere. but
Yeah.
but, but here's the difference. One is that Natsumi, when she left, she wasn't ready, and she didn't care. Like she didn't prepare anything. She just left, and and, and Suzuka, you were like the opposite of that. You were you every
I was so
detail
worried about.
every detail you were worried about, and you planned everything out. And so I really wanted to talk to you about
Right.
that. And I think Mew, you kind of fit somewhere in the middle because it wasn't like your first time or anything. I mean, Mew, you knew exactly where you wanted to go.
Hmm?
Mew, you knew like exactly where you wanted to study, like what, like which campus and everything. Like you were ready, right?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Okay. And so where should we start? Should we start with student questions, or do you want to, or Dermot, do you want to get started?
I think let's hear what our students want to know about first, and then anything else
Okay.
can come later.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. Go ahead. You go.
okay. So this is. Should we name students?
I don't know. I put that in there. I kind of copied and pasted. I
Okay, this is from student X.
All right.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay.
she wants to know how many months or years did you stay?
How many months?
Thanks,
Or
Mark.
years.
Yeah. How long did you
I guess
stay?
it was less than 1 year, yeah?
Okay, Mia, go first.
Six. 6 months.
Years. 6 months. Okay.
Yeah.
It's pretty long. And did you feel that you had experienced enough in 6 months, or did you feel you were not ready to come back yet?
I was not ready to come back here yet. I really wanted to stay there. I don't want to go back here. I didn't want to go back here. Back.
You don't want to
I
come
really-
back to Gunma? Beautiful Gunma?
No,
So
I
that-
love Gunma, but I really enjoy staying in California. So
Okay. Yeah, it's understandable. Okay. The same lady would like to know, when you had communication problems, how did you solve this?
communication problems.
Yeah, not just you, Mew.
Okay,
Suzuko.
it's my
No.
turn. Okay, communication problems.
Yeah, if there was something like that you could not understand, or something
Oh, the
you
English
wanted to
problem.
say, yes.
Oh, okay.
Well, she doesn't say specifically English, but I guess that's part of it.
Yeah, I get.
When you can't get your idea across, or you can't understand what someone wants to say to you.
Like honestly, I don't think I had any communication problems. Like I don't think I did because I tried like
Whoa,
no, okay,
whoa,
don't
whoa.
get me wrong, don't get me wrong, no, don't get me wrong, no, please don't get me wrong, no,
Okay.
like,
No.
no, okay, no, don't get me wrong,
It's okay. Go, go, go.
no, like I did my absolute best to
Mm-hmm.
tell like people what I'm trying to say with like using body language, and then like I did my best, like I sometimes use Google Translation,
Okay.
but like and they use like body language, and then like I learned that like when even when my English is like still not like good enough to for them to understand what I want to say, but if I try my best, then they will get what I really want to say. If I did like do my best, that's why I learned. Like I know I don't know I don't think I had any of them, but but I because like when they seem like they don't like they get me wrong, then I just like tell them like, oh, that's not what I mean, like
Uh,
I meant to say blah 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 blah, like I
okay. So you mean
Mhm.
like even it doesn't matter, right? You do have communication problems, but you just move past it. You find a
oh
way.
yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah, that's what I
I
meant.
definitely want to come back to this point. I've got something else, but keep going. Sorry.
Oh,
What
okay.
was the next part of the question? Sorry.
How about your host family?
Me or
I stayed
Well, both of you.
in housing. I stayed.
Oh, okay. So you did not have a host family,
I didn't have host family. Yeah.
but you had Sorry, I got confused then. Who stayed with the host family?
no, I didn't.
No, we
Neither of
stayed
think-
in student housing. Yeah.
They both did. Yeah.
Having
So, go ahead.
roommates.
your roommates. So how about communicating with them?
How about my roommates were very nice, and my first roommate is from Brazil, and second roommate is from New Zealand, and they're really nice and kind, and I didn't have any problems with them, and yeah, I just hanging out with them, and it was really good.
So you had no kind of differences in how you wanted to do things? How you wanted your house to be?
I mean, like a difference from, oh, I don't know how to say it. I mean, you mean like a lifestyle?
Yes, yeah. Especially because you're sharing the same space.
Yeah. I didn't feel difference that much, but But I felt like the my as I said, first my roommate is from Brazil, and she really like party, or like I don't know how to say it, but
Yeah, no, that sounds great. Yeah,
yeah, I felt like that kind of difference.
right. So, her way of doing things was a little different to yours. Then.
Yeah.
Me? Oh, other people. Oh, no.
Yeah, but
You can answer too.
that,
It's all
that
right.
sounds good anyway. I think partying with Brazilians in California is better than Corona lockdown in Gunma.
Or California for that matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there was no fights about kind of who is cleaning the house today, for example, or
No, no fight. Fortunately, my roommate were really nice. I've heard some other my friends have problem with their roommates, but I didn't have any problem.
great, great.
Lucky. You're very lucky.
Yeah, lucky,
Yeah.
lucky.
Suzuka, what was your arrangement? Who did you live with?
Oh no, I live in dorm too. But like I had one like my friend's family that was close enough to my host family.
Okay, that's
Yeah,
interesting. So,
yeah. And then like my roommate was like super nice too. I didn't have any problems. Oh, but like one thing, like room temperature. We
ah,
we didn't fight. We didn't fight. Like like our best temperature was 68-degree, but for me the best was 78-degree. So like the best temperature
Oh my
for her is
god.
like way too cold for me, but my best temperature is like way too hot for her. So we just oh it's
you
hard.
have to explain the temperatures for me and for the students.
Yeah. So it was kind of
Okay, is
hard.
fine. But
Like I even
70 degrees sounds very hot.
yeah, like I really didn't want to fight. So like I asked my like friend, like different friend, like, oh hey, how could I like tell her that the temperature is not totally uncomfortable for me? And
So
she's like, oh
I don't know the math right off the top of my head, but 68's pretty cold for a room
no, pretty
temperature.
cool. I think like 18, 19, or 20, I think.
Well, that's
Yeah,
what.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's below
I'm at
20.
home.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm at home now by myself, and my air conditioning is on 18.
18?
Yeah, that's.
You have to live with the roommate then.
Yeah. But I
Listen
have,
to me.
but I have to secretly change it before my wife comes
Oh
home.
no, that happens too. We have like kind of like whole between us. So like whenever I get back earlier, then I put like 78. And then whenever
Well,
she gets
the
home,
other side of that is 78 is quite warm. That's pretty
no,
warm.
no, that's like normal for me. I'm just
I know, but not for like Mr. McSweeney or
oh yeah.
or a North
You make me
American.
angry.
That's fine. That my roommate was best for
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, sorry. And the last
You're all right.
part of that question from is she wants to know very important question. Did you visit Disneyland?
Yeah, I did.
No.
Uh,
Okay, Miyu, please cover your ears. Suzuka, tell us all about Disneyland. What is
Oh, okay. Old.
everything was different.
Okay. So speaking of tickets, tickets are super expensive.
More than
So
Japan?
yeah, that's super
In
expensive.
Japan,
So
I
like in
was
Japan,
nice.
it's like 70, right? Like 75. I don't know how much is it right now. Like
yeah,
$74.
it's
More
probably about that.
expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the California Disney Park, that was like $140
Whoa.
each park.
It is
Like
bigger
I
though.
went. Oh yeah.
You went both
Yeah,
park?
I've been both. I've been to both
That's a
Disney
lot of
parks.
money. That is a lot of money.
Yeah,
Actually,
like
it really is.
like
Yeah.
For one
240.
person?
Yes.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's a lot, isn't it? It's,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's the only chance. I don't know that be the last time or not. So I'm like, I just
So what was the biggest difference between, apart from, the size and having more attractions and so on, what were any big differences with Disneyland in California and Chiba?
I would say there's no such like big difference.
Mm.
No
I don't think
big difference.
Oh,
I
so
don't
I
think
think
there's
there's
like
a
different.
different castle, right? Different
Oh,
castle.
different castle. That was no Cinderella castle, but no,
Are
that's
you
no, no, no. But
she,
okay, okay. Here it is.
yeah.
Was the big difference for me. Okay, Spurs Mountain. So I want to warn you, like warn people who gonna go to Disney, like California Disney Park. Okay, so when you go to Splash Mountain, make sure you bring like raincoat with you.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, no, no, I didn't know that. I was no, like oh,
Was
how
it
like
wet at
what's the
Splash
word for it?
Mountain
No, I
now?
forgot. Like I like literally after Splash Mountain, I literally look like I took a shower.
So
I don't know what's the word for it. I forgot.
actually, I'm gonna interrupt because I have a similar story, and I went to the States about the same time that you guys were there. I was there too, like end of March, or was it beginning of March? Anyways, I was there in March, and I took my daughter to the zoo, and they had a ride just like Splash Mountain, and she kept saying, and she's 4 years old. Okay, remember she's four, right? And she kept telling me, she's like, "Pop, I want to go on that splash ride. I want to go on that." I was like, "Oh man, I don't, I don't think it's a good idea, because once you get on there, that's it. Like you can't get off. Like you're stuck on there, and when you're by yourself, it's fine. Like you're like, oh, this is exciting, and you want to go. But when it's your child, and you're thinking of all the things that could happen, like, oh, she's gonna scream, she's gonna be scared. It really starts to bother you. Like, oh, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't. And we go through the day, and I said, okay, first let's go through the zoo, and if you still want to go, and they will let you on because she's short, then I'll take you. And we went up to we got in line, and they have that stick, like you have to be this tall. And I was really hoping she would be too short to get on. But she was so quiet, and then the lady said, no, it's okay, if you go together you can go. And I was like, oh no.
Oh.
So we get on it, and I was like, are you sure? Because when you step inside this boat, that's it. Like you're finishing the ride. There's nothing else we can do. And she said, yeah, I'm sure, let's go. It's like, okay. And I was holding on to her, and it kind of goes around the zoo, like really kind of slowly, safely, and then it starts to climb up the hill, right? It's like do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And it's like really bouncy, and I was holding on to her, and I could feel her heart like pounding in her chest, like du-du-du-du-du-du-du. And it gets to the top, and she's quiet the whole time. It gets to the top, and her heart's just like ba 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 ba. And then it goes cha splash, and we get so, just like you, we got so wet, and I was so worried. I was like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "Let's go again." So yeah, it's totally fine. But yeah, you get really wet. You get really really wet.
No, I get very wet. No, even my underwear. No, that was no. I really wanted to go home, but I couldn't. That was the
You wanted
horrible
to go
experience.
home.
Splash Mountain.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, make sure you bring raincoat. That's
and
it. That's all.
extra underwear.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, thank you.
All right, so that's Disneyland. Anything else about Disneyland you want to say?
Oh, no, I'm good.
Did Mickey Mouse speak English?
I hope so.
The mouse?
Mickey
Did,
Mouse.
did, did Mickey speak English?
Oh, I didn't meet him.
He probably did. Probably.
Unfortunately, I didn't see him.
You have to go back again.
Yeah, I know.
I can't believe we haven't covered that many questions yet. I mean, it's okay, but I just can't believe we've just been talking about Disneyland. Okay. Okay, what's next?
Why did you decide to go to California? there are 50 states in
Yeah.
the US. Your friend Natsumi chose South Dakota because that was
Mhm.
the most appealing.
Yeah.
Why did you choose California when you could have gone to South Dakota?
Oh.
Mm, First, I want to meet my previous host family, and second reason is I really want to go down stadium in LA. So
Oh, so you had been to
the
California
reason,
before?
yeah, six years ago, I was in junior high school. I've been Burbank City. You know Burbank?
I know that it's the sister city of Utah.
Yes,
You have
yes. I went
Burbank.
there as an exchange student and just stayed there for 2 weeks. But I stayed at host family's house, and I've been keep touch with them, and I really want to meet them again, and yeah, finally we met again and stayed at the
I'm
house.
sorry, I'm just wondering now, does that mean some poor students who live in California have to go and visit Utah?
Yes, that's what that means. Yes.
So you have some exchange students come from California to Utah?
From Burbank City.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hmm?
Did you look after them? Did you meet them?
You mean the student from Burbank City 6 years ago?
I guess you don't remember.
No, actually, I didn't speak English very well six
Oh,
years ago, and I don't have friends that much.
Okay. Sorry,
really?
let's go back to the student question anyway. So that's why you wanted to go to California. Suzuka, have you been before?
No. Okay,
Had you
so
been to the States before?
no, never.
Hmm.
So why did you decide California?
So there are two main reasons. The first one is I really wanted to learn TESOL. Not now. But I really wanted to learn TESOL. TESOL is teaching English kind of program
Hmm.
that teaching English to speakers of other languages. And I wanted to learn that one, so I went to and then no, no, okay. So and then I had no idea which university is like known for TESOL. So I went to Mark Sensei's office to ask
Which
them.
Mark Sensei?
Mr. Fryer
Oh
Friday.
yes, Mr. Prime. No, I went to his office and like, oh, which university did you recommend? Because I really didn't know that one. And then he's like, oh, if you wanna learn TESOL, then I recommend Fresno State. That's the one reason. And then one more reason is I really wanted to learn Spanish and Korean, like Chinese, like other languages. And in California is like way famous for diversity.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Okay.
yeah, that's why.
Okay, so it was mostly being kind of sensible and thinking about your courses, what you wanted to study, rather than how attractive the place California
Mhm.
is.
Like languages and TESOL. That's the main reason.
Okay. Oh, special bonus question from me because I just thought about this now. Uh, so you've both lived in America now,
Hmm.
and Mr. Sakai is from America. I'm the only person here who has never been to America.
Yes.
Tell me something. Tell me something that would surprise me.
Hmm.
What do you think would surprise me if I went to America?
Mm.
Let's see.
Throw a really difficult question at you. Very sorry.
Yeah, it's a difficult question.
Do you go to Starbucks? How often do you go to Starbucks?
About once every 5 years.
Once every 5 years.
Every 5 years?
Honestly, I
But
guess it's
But I did go once last year. Last year I went once.
Okay, I don't think this will be surprising for you, but the Starbucks over there, they have pink drink, which I love.
Pink drink.
Yeah, pink drink.
A pink drink. I
Yeah,
Can
which
you
never.
I
give some more
love.
information about it?
It's-
Pink drink. Oh, I don't know. That looks like a pink.
it's a drink that's
That
pink.
looks
I think.
yeah. Yeah. Just yeah.
What's the taste? What's
Thank
the
you,
taste?
Mew.
Like like no. I think I'm not entirely sure, but I think there is strawberry because it's pink,
You don't know what.
and then and then milk. I guess.
Oh,
So it tastes like strawberry and then milk and sugar. Or like
I'm pretty sure you could get that in Japan.
Yeah, it sounds like a
no, they
strawberry
don't sell it.
nothing.
No, the Starbucks in
it's
Japan
not
don't sell it.
surprising.
Oh yeah, that would be
Now,
surprising for
if the
me.
drink
Like,
exploded, that would be surprising.
Oh yeah.
Well, if pink drinks at Starbucks are the most surprising thing, then I'll probably be pretty okay if
Okay,
I go there.
let me go. So, Mr. McSweeney is. I would say that everything is huge in America. Like everything's really big,
Mm,
that's
it's
true.
something you don't understand until you go there. It is really big.
So, for example,
Well, just
okay.
like how far apart everything is, this was one example. So,
Yeah.
I remember talking to some of my British friends and saying, "Oh, there's a sign for like whatever, whatever KFC. There's a sign for KFC. It's you know 1.2 kilometers that way. Like we're not going 1.2 kilometers. That's too far. Like what? That's not far at all. All right.
Yeah, I guess I'm from somewhere that's actually smaller than Japan, so I guess
Mm.
that would be a bit of a shock. Yeah.
Yeah, you could drive for 3 days and not get to the end of the country. That's-
Um. Sorry, I'm just trying to read.
yeah, you're right. Let me
What was
go.
the most?
Oh no, so go ahead. Go ahead.
No, no, no. You go ahead. Yeah, I had to
Okay,
decide as well.
I wanted to talk about this because it is like I can't believe how much time has passed already. So you talked about like a little bit. You talked about the communication trouble, but Suzuka, didn't you get sick at one time? Didn't you get ill and you had to go to the doctor? Did you have any trouble with that? Because I think it's
Oh
kind of
yeah, I
important to talk about.
have so like when my friends took me to beach, California beach,
You don't have to
I
be
didn't
specific. I was just wondering like what happened.
like okay, so like I didn't put sunscreen on my like bottom like on my like legs, and then
Okay.
I took a nap. So yeah, and then I took a nap on the beach, and then um sunburned.
Mm-hmm.
My legs are like sunburned, and I've got big like blister, and then I have
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
to go to health center on campus.
Okay, so yeah, can you tell can you go through the like what the process of like getting a like going to the health center or going to the doctor or something like that? Was it easy or was it difficult for you?
Oh, that was easy
Oh,
because
good.
like
Okay.
we lived in dorm, and then the health center was like 3 minutes away from my dorm. Yeah, and
Well,
then like my roommate helped me a lot.
oh,
Like
that's good.
that,
Okay.
yeah, when I make a reservation, yeah, she helped me like, oh, you can do it like online, and then I
Mm-hmm.
did made a reservation, and then I went to health center, and then they did all of the stuff, so I didn't do anything.
Okay, so I think a lot of people are worried about that, living alone for the first time. Like, what if you get sick and who's going to take
mhm.
care of you and stuff like that? So, yeah, it's nice to know you had people to take care of you. Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Just you're talking about going there and saying it was pretty nearby. And Mr. Sakai was talking a few minutes ago about how big and how far spread out everything was in America. How did you get around while you were
Mm.
there?
So like as I mentioned earlier, like I've got best friend over there, and then like they're like my best friend's family was close enough to my host family, so they took me like around.
Oh, so you had kind of chauffeur. You so
Mm-hmm.
we could drive you around.
Yeah.
Great.
And my roommates too.
Would you say that was necessary?
I think so. Yeah, because the family, yeah, they took me to like they they let me join their Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's Eve, and New
That's
Year's
great.
too.
Wow. I
Yeah,
Yeah,
forgot you were
like
gone you were
yeah,
gone a
they
long
really
time.
nice. They're really nice. Yeah, so like thanks to them, so yeah, I experienced like all the American culture, like events, like all the stuff, the beach.
how far apart are you two from each other?
Oh yeah, I was so lucky. They live 5 minutes away.
Oh,
No,
sorry, I meant you
Mew
and
and
you.
yeah.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, how far apart were you?
I don't remember it.
Like 6 hours or so.
6 hours.
It's really
We,
hard.
6 hours
yeah, six
drive.
hours to
Wow.
7 hours.
So you didn't meet, or did you meet?
No, we didn't meet up.
But we talk about that we wanted to meet in California and searched
Yeah.
how to get to the Fresno, but was like 6 hours or
Mm.
7 hours, and so
Yeah,
just
by train. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess California
Ouch.
is bigger than Japan, isn't it?
Yeah, it's about the same
Oh
size. Yeah,
yeah.
north to south.
yeah.
Like I really didn't want to like use train by myself. It's still no. It's scary. What if I
It's
get
kind of
robbed?
scary.
What if I get robbed? No. I just that was scary for me.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've got a kind of image that the trains in California would be pretty
Oh,
nice.
but I used it one time when I went to LA by myself.
You went to LA by yourself by
But
train.
that's where
Yeah,
Mew
from
was.
my roommate's house. She lives 2 hours away from
Yeah.
LA. Yeah, when I went
Oh.
to California, yeah, Disney Park, I stayed at her house, and then the next day I used train to get there.
Was it very different to the trains in Japan, or?
Mm.
That was more comfortable for me.
Really?
Ah, that's surprising. Maybe fewer people on there.
Yeah, a few people and
Bigger seats.
yeah, and then nice scenery like beach. Just
Oh, because it's California. Yeah, of
mm-hmm.
course. Yeah. If you're on a nice train in Japan, that would be true too, though.
Like Okabe, that was nice.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, going to the beautiful Saitama.
Let's go through some more of these questions here.
Yeah, we should.
Best memory in California. What was your best memory? It might be a secret, I guess. I don't know.
Okay, then I will go first. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, my best memory was I went to most beach in California. Like Pismo, Santa Monica, Venice, like beach in San Francisco, and then like I went to San Diego too. So like I went all over the place in California.
Except to
beaches.
Mew. You went everywhere except to Mew. Okay. All right.
Yeah, San Francisco is like really far away, isn't it?
Yes, I went to San Francisco and I went to San Diego too. So like,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah.
Did you
It's
have
like-
to fly to San Francisco?
No, from Fresno by
not that
car
far from
it
there.
takes 4 hours.
Okay, it's not so bad.
Yeah, to get there. So that my friends took me there.
I want to go.
San Francisco.
Okay, anything else?
What food did you eat in California?
What food?
I know you ate a lot of food. What's a food that you will remember forever?
Oh, yeah.
I can remember now.
I don't know. I stayed student housing, so I usually ate at the kind of cafeteria.
Yeah, what about when you went out to eat, like to restaurants and stuff?
I went to remember. I went to ramen shops a lot. American food, I know, but
Okay.
yeah.
Maybe one of the few cases where ramen is the healthier option.
What about you, Suzuka?
The food, for me, the tamales, the Mexican food. That is the food
Tamales are
that
good.
I
Yeah.
won't forget. Yeah, tamales. No, yeah, that was impressive.
Excellent
Like
answer. Very good answer.
yeah, the tamales, that was because like the tamales, they have two layers. Like the
Mm,
outside is
mm, mm,
corn, like corn
mm-hmm,
paste or
mm-hmm.
something,
Yeah,
and the
yeah.
inside is meat and cheese.
Mm-hmm.
And then the outside corn paste, I never taste that that one. So like when I first ate, I was like, what is this? I was like, what
Yeah,
is this?
yeah.
Yeah, that is the food. Yeah, I like it.
Mm,
I want.
very nice.
The next question here is a big one, but I think it's an interesting one. How did you change
Mm,
after studying abroad? So you as a person, how has this changed you?
Mm. I think I became more mm, stronger mentally.
mm.
Mentally. Yeah, I feel like in the independence more than before. I had to do a lot of things by myself, and yeah, I feel like I grew up.
Good, good.
Yeah. I think
Absolutely.
I become more expressive. Like I use more like like I don't know, I I become more, I mean, funnier and happier. And then like I don't like okay, okay. Okay,
Keep
no,
going.
okay.
Keep
And
going.
then like I don't hesitate to ask questions anymore.
Oh,
I
okay. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
I gain like
I don't
much.
remember you ever hesitating
No,
to ask
I know
questions.
what you mean. She used to come up. No, I know. She used to come up to me, and you're like, Mr. Sakai, can I ask a question to you, please? So you were like not sure. Like, yeah, go ahead.
So
I
right
know what
now
you
I'm
mean.
yeah, I would just ask questions because I want to ask.
Yeah. Okay, good.
And I gain like much confidence.
So it sounds for both of you like the positive changes, good
Hmm.
change.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think we know the answer to the next question. Did you get homesick?
Oh no.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, so.
No, no, no at all.
Suzuka, your mother is watching this.
No, 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 I mean a little bit when I was alone,
Mm-hmm.
when my roommates went back to her hometown, and when I got sick. So
Mm.
other than that, I just cause like I didn't when I get homesick a little bit, I'm like, no, I don't know. Like, what's the point spending time like just thinking about? I
Well,
just like
you're busy too. I think people don't realize how busy you are once you get there. There's so much to do.
yeah, I was so busy too, but I didn't get homesick that much.
And
You said
yeah,
you did get homesick. What did you miss?
I miss, of course, I miss my family
ramen
and Japanese
apparently.
food. I didn't expect I would be like homesick.
Me too.
And yeah, that was hard time to get used to in life in the new life in USA.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah,
Yeah,
it,
some people do. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, like I noticed that like I realized I'm like adaptable person.
Okay.
And
How about friends? Do you guys want to talk about friends? Like, was it hard or easy to make friends when you were there?
I think it's hard.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, when I study at language school, the other students will have same purpose to learn English, and so I think it's easy to talk with them and become friends. But when I start taking regular class at university, other students like a regular student, so they were like just come into classroom and take classes and then go out, and I didn't have time to talk with them, so I think it was hard to make friends.
Hmm. Gotcha. What about you, Suzuka?
I wouldn't say it's hard. Like as long as you say you try to communicate with people.
So I should say you guys are like I mean not everyone who's watching knows this. So like you guys are pretty good friends. Like you spend a lot of time together, but you are pretty different actually, aren't you?
But I
Yeah.
have friends though. I
Of
have
course you
friends.
do. Of course you do. And just your answers are quite different. Of course you have friends. We know you have friends.
I just try to be like smiley all the time. Like yay, like I try to be extroverted all the time.
Actually,
Mm.
this is kind of about studying abroad, and we haven't really talked about classes or anything so far.
All right, all
What were
right.
they like? What was it difficult to take classes, or not so bad?
At first, that was so difficult for me, like in English. It's not like it's hard to understand what they say. It's more like when I want to ask questions, I really hesitated to ask questions. Like, oh, what if like the other student think, what is she asking? Yeah.
Hmm.
No, the teacher just said that. Like, I just self-conscious about my English too much.
Mm. Yeah, a
That
lot of
was.
people say that. Yeah.
Mm,
The other students from various countries, what was their English level like? Was it, around the same as your own, or
oh, when
wow?
I hesitate to ask questions, that was in college classes, not in
Okay.
like English classes. Yeah, no language school.
Oh, right. So they were kind of native speakers around you.
Yeah, like I took four classes, but one classes, I didn't have any friends at all, and they are all from like different majors, like sociology, criminology, like different majors. I've never seen them, and there I was no friend them at all, so I was so self-conscious about
Yeah.
my English.
I can understand that. I wouldn't want to ask a question in Japanese.
Yeah, there are like no international
People.
students in the class, so I was horrible.
Yeah, that's really hard. Yeah, Natsumi said something very similar to that.
Mm.
Okay.
Sorry.
You all right? You all right? Okay. Let's see.
We missed.
Okay, so there's something that I was interested in actually. Suzuka, you prepared a lot of things before you left because you were
Mm-mm.
really worried when you left. Did you need it all, or do you think it was too much?
Ah. No, but because like the thing is, I don't think I prepared a lot.
Okay, all right. Okay,
But okay,
was it just enough?
I think that was enough. But okay, if I had to choose, then
Yeah.
that would be I was too worried about it. That's it.
Okay, all right.
I
Fair
was
enough.
too worried about it because like you told me before
Hmm.
that like you have to look like you're confident or
Yes.
you're
Yeah.
gonna be target, right? And that I remember the words, but like when I first got there, I was no, I was like because I was so worried
Well,
about
that's
it. Like,
that's
oh,
why I
what
was
if
worried.
people?
That's why I was worried because you were like that already, even even at GPW, you were kind of like that. Like everything scared you. So I was just worried that you were gonna be like that. And if you were,
Yeah, I
yeah,
was.
okay. What
Uh,
about? Yeah, go ahead, Dermot.
I have a question. Kind of struggling for how to word this, but I hope you know what I mean. Was there anything that you did or said there? Any kind of anything that's kind of culturally Japanese? Any kind of behavior that you did that people thought was a bit strange or people commented on?
Oh.
Mm,
Oh, I try not to say I'm sorry always. I think that's common, like that's common thing. We say I'm sorry a lot. I try not to say that. Just I try to say like my bad. Like sorry. I try not to say I'm sorry because at one time, yeah, the friends told me like, oh, you don't have to be sorry that much.
Mm-mm.
And I'm like, oh, okay, then just say like, oh, my bad.
So there
Like,
was nothing like kind of gestures or body language or anything that people didn't kind of pick up on.
mm, I don't come up with any right now.
Well, that's interesting about the apologizing.
Mm.
Yeah, they didn't pick up on me, but like when I do this one, when I like every time
Yeah,
I
that's the kind of thing I'm talking
and
about.
they're like, why you guys do that this time? Like, oh, whenever you guys take this
oh,
Yeah,
guy.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if Japanese people realize that, or if they just think it's a universal thing that everywhere in the world, if you take a picture, you do
Yeah,
this.
I realized that's not universal thing. I was
Yeah,
surprised.
did you do it every time someone took a picture? You're like, oh, and I was like, what are you
Yeah,
doing?
until
Stop
my
that.
friend told me, pointed out, until my friend pointed out.
What does that mean? Why are you doing that?
Yeah, they were just wondering why all Japanese do that. I'm like, I don't know.
We've been going now for 45 minutes, so we're probably going to have to bring this to a close. But is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we do? Again, I'm really sorry you guys, especially you, especially. I'm sorry you had to come back so early. I mean, I'm well. It's nice that we get to see you again, but for you having to make that decision and being stuck with online classes, it wasn't a good situation. Sorry about that.
yeah. I want to finish all classes
Mm-hmm.
in the US, and yeah, it was kind of hard to make decision to come back to
Mm-hmm.
Japan, but I feel like it, I should, I don't know how to say it. It was right to come back to here. I think we know a lot of things is happening in the US
Mm-hmm.
now, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I feel like, yeah, I'm glad to be home
Yeah, maybe it was a
now.
good thing that you had to come home.
Yeah.
But I wonder that like all of these things that happen, they're all kind of related to each other in to some degree,
Mm.
right? The people are stuck inside, and they're also really angry and they're really bored.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely not a good situation, and yeah, it's very unfortunate. Yeah. Anything else? Anybody?
No, I'm good.
All right. Well,
Okay.
really, thank you so much for doing this. I really appreciate you taking, gosh, almost an hour of your time. Thank you very much, Mr. McSweeney and Susan
Yeah, it
and
was
you. Thank you.
fascinating
Yeah.
hearing your experiences.
Okay. Well, yeah. Again, thanks, and we'll see you again hopefully sometime. So I'm gonna end this here. Goodbye, everybody. I mean, you guys can stay right there for a second, but I'm gonna click end.